actually ended up watching A Javani Divani 10 years back for the first time when I got where I realized about, there's something called mountaineering, there's something called winter sports, was when I watched that movie. After that, I kind of started Googling about what happens, what kind of activities we have in the mountains. I told my mom and dad, I'm like, I want to try and qualify for the Olympics. I don't know what's gonna be the outcome, but I think I want to give it a try for the next 4 years, prepare for it and learn the sports and try qualifying for the higher level of competitions and stuff. And my dad and mom just asked me only one question: do you think you can make it to the Olympics?
In 2013, a teenage girl in Karnataka's Kodagu district sat glued to the Bollywood movie Ye Javani Hai Diwani. It wasn't Ranbir Kapoor or Deepika Padukone that caught her attention. Instead, it was the snow, the mountains, and the adventure. And it was at that moment that TN Bhavani discovered mountaineering. Fast forward 10 years, she's in Chile, battling freezing winds in the Andes, crossing the finish line of an FIS South America Cup race. There's no fanfare, just relief. And then she learns she's made history, the first Indian woman to win a medal at an FIS cross-country skiing event.
They hardly had any snow over here. When I came, it was completely dry, and I was just doing running up the hills and hiking and cycling and stuff, and no ski training. So I was feeling a bit low in the beginning because I came all the way here so that I can train, but then I couldn't train on the snow. But then eventually when the snow started coming in, and then I started getting access to the snow and we started having competitions, I was all thinking about is try to utilize this time the best as possible, because you have the Olympic qualification coming up in a couple of months. So the more you train, the better you get every single day. That was the only thing in my mind. And I have collaborated with the Chile National Federation over here this year for the training. So I was trying to utilize the best access I have with the training with the national team over here, and trying to match up with those athletes over here. So even during the race, all that it's in my mind was the Argentina girl in the sprint, or the Mexican girl in the distance. They are the Argentina girl have already she's an Olympian, and the Mexican girl have already qualified to the Olympics. So all I was thinking is these athletes are the top level athletes, and the more closer I try to ski with them, the better my timing gets. So during the race, all I was thinking is try to be as close as possible with them, try to catch up them, and try to make sure that you don't get too much of time gap. And I think that was the only thing in my mind. And when I finished the finish line, I kind of after some time I got to know that I have won the third position. I mean, I think it's not just India. It's the snow problem is a global problem right now. We are having lack of snow almost everywhere in the world. And it's really showing up, because year by year we are having less access to snow. But the Western countries have, the European countries have kind of developed the way of solutions for it, creating artificial snow or preserving the previous year's snow, which kind of infrastructure which we don't have in India. So it's kind of hard for us going further if we don't have enough.
But Bhavani's journey wasn't a straight path to the summit. From mountaineering camps in the NCC to a chance encounter with skiing in Kashmir, a sport that caught her attention. Such was her fascination that just 3 weeks later, she was competing at the Nationals despite still figuring out how to stay upright on the narrow skis. Growing up on a coffee estate in Kodagu, her parents had never seen snow, and yet they gave her their unwavering support. When she decided to chase skiing full-time, their only question was this: does it make you happy?
I mean, my mom and dad has never seen snow in their life. But I'm very glad to have parents like them who are so supportive in every single step. I still remember going and telling them, Mama, I want to do mountaineering. And mom and dad is okay, fine, do it.
Cross-country skiing is brutal, and India offers little snow. So Bhavani chases winters across the world. Roller ski training in Mumbai, strength training in Europe, and racing in winters of Chile and New Zealand.
For this race, and I kind of got stuck in the airport, outside the airport. I was transferred from international airport to the domestic airport, And then these people didn't tell me the domestic airport doesn't open up till morning 6:30. And I was dropped by the bus at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it had almost like 3.5 an hour uh, for the airport to open, and there's nothing nearby. And I ended up staying outside the airport door for like 3.5 an hour. Like the temperature was like -17, and it was windy, and it was really cold and dark, and there's like nobody around.
With support from the Reliance Foundation and mentorship from Olympian Shiva Keshavan, she is now stronger than ever. And now her eyes are set on the 2026 Winter Olympics, where she seeks to inspire girls to dream big.
Right now, yes, my main goal to come to South America for the season was, one, to get more practice, and second, to lower my points, which has lowered in a couple of races I've done. I've been able to reduce a good amount of points, and in the coming months, I'll be debuting in the World Cup. So this will be the first time any Indian will be competing in the World Cup event. So World Cup are the qualifying events for me. Like, I had 3 World Cups coming up, and these 3 World Cup will be my qualifying race. So now I think I have to just focus on that and try to give my best in the World Cup to secure a quota for the Olympics.
From being a Kodagu girl mesmerized by the snow-capped peaks in a Bollywood movie to now having become a trailblazer on snow, Bhavani proves that dreams, no matter how cold, can burn bright.